recreate in World War II, but using modern day borders. So basically, the EU and everything is dismantled. So yeah, Germany. Well, first thing that happens is Italy invades Ethiopia. The problem is Ethiopia is now surrounded by several nations. Djibouti, Eritrea, Somalia. So Italy will have to now invade Somalia. Italy invades Somalia. Somalia is, a very weak nation, so they surrender very, very quickly. So then they start to invade Ethiopia. Eritrea wants to unite the lands that is their people, so they basically start to invade Ethiopia. Italy starts to continue to invade Ethiopia very quickly here, and they start to invade Ethiopia very quickly. Meanwhile, we'll do Japan later. Meanwhile, Ethiopia does surrender. The four countries that were involved, Eritrea will finally get the northern lands here. Somaliland will gain its independence. And Italy will be a part of, Next is Japan. Japan invades the Koreas. South Korea and North Korea do not have any protection from any country in this timeline, as the US is isolationist. What does it say? Trump is elected basically and says, you know what, screw all alliances, we're not helping. So basically, the South Korea is invaded and defeated relatively quickly. They also invade Taiwan, which causes China to intervene because they also want Taiwan. Which causes Japan to be at war with China. Vietnam joins on the side of Japan as they hate China and the Philippines. So that means the Philippines is not owned by America, so the Philippines joins on the side of Japan because they think that, Japan's the good guys. They think Japan is the good guys. So, because they hate China. Both countries do not like China. China invades North Korea as North Korea's economy completely collapses and completely fails. Now is the battle for Taiwan. The battle for Taiwan begins. China invades Taiwan, and Japan invades Taiwan. This causes clashes between Japan and Taiwan. Meanwhile, in Europe, Germany will annex Austria. Causing France and Britain to be upset. France and Britain create the Allied nations. After the upset, the Spanish Civil War happens. There is a pro-Russian side and a pro-German side. The pro-German side and a pro-Russian side. Okay, we'll be using this color. The German aligned side continues to invade. The Russian side, meanwhile, Russia and Germany Germany and Italy supports the other side. The Allies don't really support any countries on this side. That means there'll have to be another reason Japan invades the US. Meanwhile, the the German alliance continues to win. Meanwhile, Catalonia finally says we're done. We're done with Spain. We want independence. Okay, we screw you, Spain. That's basically what they're doing. Meanwhile, Iran. This is what the timeline diverges. Iran joins the Axis. Iran hates the West. They do not want to be on the side of France and Britain. So they're the third country to join the Axis alliance as well, along with Iraq, which both joined the alliance. Russia invades Ukraine, causing, kind of like in this timeline, Russia invades Ukraine. This causes outrage among the Allies. They can't do really anything about the invasion of Ukraine. We're gonna make Ukraine green color, as they don't want to piss off Russia, as Russia is a very powerful country. They basically start to invade Ukraine. Belarus joins as they're in the same alliance, and they start to invade the Ukraine. The Ukraine, unlike in our timeline, surrenders very quickly and is completely annexed by Russia. Also, Belarus joins Russia, creating a superstate of sorts. This scares them. Kazakhstan and Azerbaijan joined this alliance too, alongside with Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, and Tajikistan. The Taliban also joins Germany's Axis alliance as well, as Germany and Italy were the first countries to recognize the government. This is basically a neo-fascist alliance with Iran and two radical Islamic countries, and Iraq, who is friends of Iran, and Italy and Germany. Syria joins Russia's alliance because they're besties, basically. Meanwhile, China is being invaded by Japan. Japan starts to invade China relatively quickly. Yeah. Now Japan is at war with China. China starts to push back against Vietnam. Yeah, this is direct color now. As well. Laos joins the side of China. Meanwhile, Japan is stuck at this corner here. China is a very powerful country. Even with the help of Vietnam and the Philippines, Japan is winning out. As China is actually a much more powerful country now than it was in the 1940s and 30s. Japan demands Germany demands this part of Czechia, and Germany is much more powerful. The Allies says, what, screw it, we'll screw you over, Czechia. Yeah. As well. Now it's Poland's turn. As well. Poland is now stuck between Russia and Germany. And you know how this ended in World War II. Meanwhile, the invasion of China continues. With the help of the Philippines, the invasion of China begins. This causes China to panic, as this invasion wasn't planned to go out very well. Meanwhile, the Spanish Civil War is coming to a close. The pro-German side starts to win against the communists. The communists are basically exiled to northern portions of Spain as well. Meanwhile, Morocco starts to invade southern Spain, which is temporarily blocked off by the German alliance as well. Meanwhile, Algeria decided to join the Axis alliance, becoming the Axis' sixth member. The invasion of Spain continues. Meanwhile, a war in Africa begins. These three nations, which form a new axis, they form the Triple Alliance. Nigeria forms an alliance to oppose them. All these countries join Nigeria's alliance. Meanwhile, Cameroon joins the other alliance. They might join Germany in the future. The Spanish Civil War had taken so much casualties. The opposition is now basically mostly found in Leon in the Basque region. The Basque side is defeated. Meanwhile, Leon is defeated as well. This causes the nationalist Spain to win. The peace treaty is as of said. Spain will own all of this land. Catalonia will be a separate independent state for now. And Morocco will make peace. Here. Now it's for the start of World War II. Germany and Russia and the Russian alliance signed a non-aggression pact to split Poland amongst each other. Poland joins the Allies, hoping that, Russia and Germany don't do anything. Well, they're dead wrong. This causes Germany and Russia to invade Poland, which starts World War II. Meanwhile, the West still had not forgiven Russia. Russia also uses this opportunity to invade the Baltic states. And that's the end of this first episode.